his beard. Can you see that? He's got a rope, dude.
See a big old rope it up.
Yeah, look at it. No, he turned.
He's doing that open thing. She's that head. Just flew down. Got her all upside. Tom's coming in.
Is he?
Oh yeah, to the left.
How close?
25. Almost 25. Just looking. He's by himself. No hands.
What?
Just waiting. If I tell you to get out,
If what?
I tell you to film out this window. Ready? You're gonna film out this window. Just get back into the picture.
Alright. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm getting on him.
Ready?
No.
Come on, I gotta clean it.
I'm trying to find him. Alright, hold on. Do it.
I rolled him.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, I rolled him.
Yeah, he did.
Why'd he fly?
What?
Why'd he fly away?
It didn't look like he flew away.
Oh no, he took off towards bruises.
It looked like he was flopping.
Oh no, he flew. I mean, just pull. He was on this side of that down log. He was right here at 20. Started working this way. So he's angling out. Figure I shot him for about 30, 35. But he wasn't flying high. He was just 12, 13 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this morning did not turn out very, well, I don't want to say productive, because it was about as productive as one turkey hunter could ever ask for. We got in ninja quiet, and we had like 3 or 4 big toms gobbling in front of us. They flew down. Majority of them went away, but I had one off to my left. He was, he wanted to play the game. He came in, but he was getting ready to get out of there. And we made the executive decision to swap seats, and I pulled up. I thought I rolled him at first, but I think he was just going one way and then took off, but he took off flying. And There's no feathers, nothing. We've watched the footage. He ain't dead. We didn't even touch him. Somehow I missed him. But we drove around the block real quick. We found some other birds on another farm. And we are getting ready to drive in. Think I can make that mud hole?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to just take this right to the woods.
Off-roading in the F2 Fusion.
The F2 Fuchsia. Alright. I think this big hill is going to block us, but we need to kind of go up here and go to the top and watch that field before we get within 100 yards. Let's get up here and at least try to make a call. We got the birds located. Now we just got to get in on them close. Hopefully I can put the 870 to good use. Right there.
Trying to find him. I can't see him. There they are. Yeah.
Dead, dude.
There's another one right there still.
I know. Film him. Now that
That's pretty cool.
is the dumbest turkey hunt I've ever been on.
Oh, sorry.
I can't believe that. We're just sneaking up this. We've seen birds, but we couldn't identify them if they're toms or not. So we do the sneak. I called. Oh, I told him I had to shoot through a wicker basket. I miss it 35 yards in the wide open this morning, Brian, and then I smoked him through a wicker basket at 25, 30. He's got a good beard.
Yeah?
I don't know what you got on him, but if you got anything.
It was a big wicker basket. I just got him a little bit of him and then I'm flopping, but let's go check him out, dude.
All right.
High five.
Turkey season 2020 is over, baby.
All right. We've suffered enough. That other tom didn't booger too far.
No.
Not very fast anyway.
He stood right there.
Yeah.
Next to him, like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you laying down?
What's the matter with you?
I spotted them. You had already spotted them. You already knew they were there. Because when I turn around, you're like, right there. I just seen red heads. And I'm like, if it's a Jake, I'm dropping him. I don't give a crap. You're strutting, baby.
Hold on.
Recap. Miss a bird this morning. Ridiculous. Really sick with myself. We get out of there. We drive around the block. We see birds in this chisel plow. We've seen two, I think. Remember, there was like two up here. I thought one was a hen, but we couldn't really tell. So we drive around. We park on the other side of this wood lot here, what we call funnel 1 by our deer stand, and we're working towards funnel 2, which is our deer stand 20 yards from me. Yeah, and it just worked out well. What we did is when we were coming up here, we were sneaking up this old farm lane. When we come working up this farm lane, I'm looking in this field, like in the field, and I can't see any birds in the field, just the sandhills. And we get up here and we're in behind all this brush, and I think that's what saved us, because they couldn't quite identify us, plus it was quiet walking. I mean, we crossed that big ditch right and wide open, and these birds were like well within sight. In fact, I remember thinking, boy, we put ourselves in a bad position to be seen coming up here. But we got up here and I just seen red heads. And I'm like, oh. And about that time I turned to Brian and he's like, right there, he's seen them before me. But like I said, it all worked out well. They turned and I seen they both had ropes and I'm like, all right, little twins running together. But let's take a look at this bird, man. Oh, he got a good beard, 9-inch. Let's take a look.
Got some hooks, dude.
Black spur. Two-year-old bird, I would assume. I'm not a turkey biologist.
Turkeyologist?
Turkeyologist by, oh man. Eesh. That might not be the prettiest fan. I don't know, maybe. He's all busted up on the back.
He's a scrapper.
He is, he's a little scrapper, but I'll tell you what, man. 2020, turkey season, baby.
Nice bird, brother.
I'm happy. I think it was gonna happen. I thought, well, they're gonna get away, but the old 870, whoa, whoa, gigs up, baby. Proven ground. All right, everybody, proven ground. A recap on what just happened. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit because last week, opening day, Brian and Michael both shot their birds in a double. Great footage, great hunt, happy to be a part of it. Going into the evening, it was a complete bust. We went out the next day and I got on some jakes. And typically I don't want to really shoot a jake, I want something for the wall. On top of putting a little meat in the freezer. But I had an opportunity and I botched it at about 40 yards. I completely missed. To this day, I can replay the bead on the head. Nothing. They flew away. Bullarchy. And then fast forward this morning, we get to the blind, beautiful morning. It's warmer than it has been in the last couple days. Clear skies. We get in the blind and I have a giant tom fly down. We had a couple out in front of us. I had one off to my left and he's coming in, but in the position that we were in, I couldn't get a shot unless I stood up and went out the window and Brian filmed out my little peek hole window. So we made the executive decision, that's what we're gonna do. Brian got on him in true Brian Town fashion with the camera, playing Marty Stauffer. Got on the turkey, 35 yards. Yet again, I botch it. Don't know how. The wad was darn near right where the turkey was standing. It's 35 yards. I've got a good choke tube in this 870 patterned out to 50. This is actually the gun that my son used on his turkey a week ago. But anyway, we're a little disappointed. We watched the footage, went and looked for the bird. Nothing, no feathers, nothing. So we get in the vehicle and we're driving around the block here on our another farm that I have here. And we spot two birds out in this field. I thought they were hens, maybe toms. Brian thought they were toms. But if they're hens this time of year, it's probably a tom nearby. So we circle around. We get to this woods. I get to the top of the hill. I make a call, nothing. We start sneaking down this old logging trail. And we get into this pucker brush. This thick, like they're treetops from where they logged here a few years ago. And sure enough, I'm looking in the field here, to my right here, and right here, there was two little redheads bebopping, back and forth. And Brian seen them before I did, and I'm glad he did, because as soon as I spotted them, they were heading left. I was getting ready to shoot, but they just said nope. Turn around, come up in here. The lead bird was bigger, but I was happy to shoot this guy. And he's busted up, whether it was from me shooting through that wicker basket and deflecting a few of that shot, but he's missing a tail feather there, missing 2 here. This one, I'm not really sure what's going on there. But he's got a little over inch hooks, and he's got about a 8.5, 9-inch beard. I'm not a turkey biologist. I'm not one of those guys that, you know, go for the biggest. As long as I got a good rope and it makes me happy and the hunt was good, I'm happy to be there and I'm happy to take them. And I shot through quite a mess, which is really mind-boggling that I miss it 35 yards wide open, but I can shoot 25, 30 yards through a wicker basket and drop this tom in his tracks. But just a beautiful morning to be out. This bird, this actual hunt, killing him. 10 minutes, spot and stalk. How many times can you say you've spot and stalked a turkey and were successful in killing it? These things have got eyes like an eagle and like a hawk, and they'll pick you out a mile away. But not this morning. This little broke old tom here met his match. And I just checked in. Turkey season 2020. Proving ground, y'all.